You know what we do, you know what we about. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Quality, 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 all right? Dedicate yourself, your brand, your organization, your passion, whatever it is you are all about, dedicate it to quality. Here's what I mean by that. All right, I believe it was my junior year in high school. I believe it was my junior year, or no, it's either my junior or sophomore year. I can't remember which one. Bottom line is, there used to be a time at Good Counsel High School. For those of you who don't know, that's where I went, in Good Counsel High School in Silverstone. At the time, it was Wheaton, Maryland. Now it's in Olney, Maryland. All right, so there had a time in which we would order all of our sweatshirts. We'd order these customized sweatshirts from the bookstore. All right, I'd say by the time it got to October, November, we'd order them a couple weeks before, and then they'd get in by October, November, whatever it is like that. And you'd see everyone around school rocking the new sweatshirts. You could tell the shipments came in, things of that nature, all right? So they had a practice. It was an indoor practice because I believe it was raining outside. And Coach McFadden, who I've spoken about in great detail in the past, just go back and listen to a couple of the episodes of the Move Swiftly podcast, which, by the way, if you have not followed and subscribed to it, or if you are listening to this on the Move Swiftly podcast, make sure you follow, make sure you tune in. It comes out 5 days a week, all right? So they had a time where Coach McFadden was wearing another Good Counsel sweatshirt. However, you could tell his sweatshirt was made with incredible quality, all right? He had the Adidas. It was actually an Adidas logo right on the side of it, and you could see as players were looking at it like, damn, dog, where you get that? That joint is nice, right? And I remember asking him before practice, I'm like, yo, hey, where you get that sweatshirt? He goes, yeah, I got the hookup. I'm gonna talk to y'all a little bit about it after practice. Keep that on the, how if you met Coach McFadden, you know that look. It's like, keep that on the low though. I got you. He had that Negro intimacy. He could talk to his brothers, right? And then so the end of practice, he got us all in the locker room, and he got serious. He was like, look, I ain't trying to shit on your school or nothing like that, but I feel like the sweatshirts that y'all were ordering in the bookstore, I felt like they would look a little cheap, all right? And I wanted to give y'all something that y'all could pull out 10, 15 years from now, remember this experience, this, that, and the third, all that stuff, all right? From that point, so he gave us that spiel, and then he told us, look, tomorrow I'm gonna have my order forms ready. If y'all wanna buy one of these, I'm gonna customize it for y'all, I'm gonna hook y'all up. Next year, it's gonna be something that y'all gonna really appreciate, things of that nature, all right? So the next day, he got at least, I'm just guesstimating here, but he got at least a couple $1,000 in orders for the new sweatshirts, and it came in gray, blue, whatever. And from that point, Good Counsel has become a full-blown Under Armour school. Quality over quantity. And this isn't throwing any shade at the bookstore or anything like that, but what I'm telling you now, that's one school. They've done the same thing with St. John's, with Notre Dame. They obviously have the University of Maryland. They have South Carolina. They have tons of schools that I don't even have time to mention. And the point I want to make to you guys, as you guys are listening, is dedicate yourself to quality. All right, the Under Armour brand started because Kevin Plank decided to dedicate his brand to one thing, just tight, stretchy t-shirts. In fact, most of people do not know this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Kevin Plank pitched the idea of tight, stretchy t-shirts to Nike. He pitched the idea to Nike, which is one of his main competitors now. He pitched the idea to Nike initially, and Nike told him that it would never work. And now look at it, right? Because when you dedicate yourself to quality, these kinds of growth starts happening for you. People start building your brand. People start doing things. I mean, I watched so many Kevin Plank clips on YouTube and so many things that he's done. I watched so many of the things that I have it in my head. I remember him giving an interview, and he was talking about how, there was a brand new office, a brand new headquarters of Under Armour in Chicago, and he's like, look, I had absolutely nothing to do with that. And that's what it's all about. It's being able to have so much quality in your brand, have such a strong name that people start becoming your unofficial sales reps and things like that. They start growing your business indirectly because they see themselves in it, all right? Again, if you have not yet, make sure you get a copy of that Six-Figure Athlete. I take a deeper dive into everything I talked about today. Also, the ROI hiring seminars. Make sure you inquire about those. All of that is on makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYamove.com. And most importantly, the Move Swiftly workshops. Make sure you inquire about those as well. Listen, we take all of this stuff I'm talking about and we package it into a deal, package it into a system that we call Move Swiftly. All right. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.